Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on Channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
You know, I started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330-957-7653, or you can go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith, but my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense.
Welcome into the Camlin Sports Complex here in Romeoville, Illinois for some CSDHL U15-16 playoff hockey. I'm Keegan Oliveira, joined alongside Tommy Gilbert for this Game 3 for both of these teams in their round-robin appearance. Taking a look here at the U15-16 Red 1 division. Quite a few games this morning that saw the Hawks fall to the Sting 7-1. The Vipers lose a close one to Afton 4-3, and the Ice Hawks with another 2-0 victory in their round-robin play. Tommy, some pretty interesting scenarios can play out coming from the result of this game.
Yeah, you're not kidding. And if you don't have any aspirin on hand, folks, I might recommend that you pull some out, because once we get past the really simple outcomes, There's some very interesting tiebreakers in play, which we don't even have time to get into before our game starts. But here's the basics. You see the standings there on the screen in front of you. The St. Louis Sting 2-0. They've won their first 2 games, 9-0 over the Leafs, 7-1 over the Hawks. Nice and simple for the top-seeded team, 24-2-1 in the regular season. If they win this game, they are into tomorrow's championship. The same is true for the Ice Hawks, who are second in the league. If they beat the Hawks, and they're playing in just about 10-12 minutes across the way here, they are also in. If the Sting were to lose this game, they need the Ice Hawks to lose in order to stay alive. So it really is almost, not quite a must-win, but almost a must-win for the Sting, despite 2 dominant performances, because the Vipers would hold that head-to-head tiebreaker over them if the Vipers were to beat the Sting here. On the Vipers side of things, they must win. That is a given. You see them sitting there with 2 points in the middle of the table. If they win and Afton loses, they are in, because they'll have the tiebreaker over the Sting right there. If the Vipers and Afton both win, then you have either a 3 or 4-way tie, depending on what happens in that Ice Hawks game. The first tiebreaker after that is the goal differential with the tied teams only. The next tiebreaker is goal differential in all round robin games. There are so many scenarios there because there are different scenarios based on who is tied with whom. And we can touch on that if it looks like it may be happening later. But for now, Keegan, it is time to drop the puck.
How can you not be romantic about playoff hockey? And we are underway here at the Canlan Sports Eye Complex. Here comes McKay flying into the zone for the Sting. His shot gets steered away by Orlando. Starting goalies for both teams. For the Vipers, Justin Orlando has started all 3 games for this Vipers team. On the other side of the ice for the Sting, it's going to be Cameron Burley between the pipes once again. Got the start this morning against the Hawks, making 22 of 23 saves for St. Louis. A must-win game for the Vipers, a win for the Sting, and they're in the championship. A dominant 7-1 performance this morning against the Hawks, along with a big 9-0 win yesterday against the Leafs. An 11 goals for, only 1 goal against through 2 playoff games for this high-power Stings team. Vipers will look to play upset and make some crazy scenarios going into the championship game. Here comes Peterson for the Sting. Chance in front, backhand shot! And that one kicks out to the corner. A nice save there by Orlando. Kicks out into the slot. Here comes the Sting. Excuse me, the Viper. And it's intercepted. Here's a chance for the Vipers, and that one just goes high over the head of Burley. Burley was terrific in his start this morning against the Hawks. McFarland with the puck. He'll chip it in himself. Up to the point, unable to be held in. It'll be Hackman who will retreat. Banks it off of the near boards all the way down the length of the ice, called for an icing. Some dangerous offensive threats on this Sting team. Connor Casella with a goal and 2 assists versus the Hawks this morning, and a hat trick yesterday against the Leafs. He'll be looking to add some more offense to send the Sting to the championship game.
Yeah, and we certainly know this Sting offense can put some goals on the board quickly. 141 goals, ranked 2nd out of the 8 teams in Midget U15 16 Red 1 division. That said, there's a big defensive difference here. The Sting, the Ice Hawks, and Afton all allowed between 42 and 47 goals on the year. Dropped down to the Vipers, scored 126, allowed 126. That defensive difference could be a big factor in this ballgame.
Backhand shot turned away by Burley. Behind the net, McFarland gives it up to Bextermuller. Goes down the length of the ice. In the far corner, the dangerous Casella will pursue. Puck battle in the far corner, sent out to the point for McFarland. McFarland will take a shot on that. That doesn't make its way as it's blocked by Borgford. Chance in front, pushed away wide to the near corner. Sent back to the point. Now down low. Acinelli Asinelli with the puck on the far hash marks. He'll send it up to the point. Birkenmeyer. Held in by the zone by McFarland. Sends it out in front, but no white jerseys sitting in the slot. Sent out of the zone, it's Birkenmeyer. Had a goal earlier this morning against the Hawks. Shipped down and right, it'll be Birkenmeyer on the puck first. He'll just backhand it back in for Cooper. Cooper with the puck below the goal line. He'll send it out to the point. Birkenmeyer with the puck. Couldn't get a shot off. Being pursued by the Vipers. Sent out in front, looking for the stick of Taylor. Unable to connect. That puck knocked out. And here's a chance for Kupsak. Kupsak in the right circle on a great defensive stick there. Sends that puck up into the rafters. That stop play with 12:26 to go on the opening frame. Some good chances on both sides of the ice. Face-off will be to the left of Burley. Burley going 15-0-1 in 16 regular season games played this season. Puck held in by the Vipers. Kupsak chips it back in. Down low, it's Birkenmeyer. He'll take it around the net himself. He'll backhand it off the glass as Kupsak grabs the puck and kind of stumbles over himself. Birkenmeyer will send it across to Land. Kupsak with the puck below the net. Down the goal line, sends it out in front, but a great stick there, avoids danger. Has a chance there for Saputis, just misses that chance. As it's intercepted, here comes Peterson. William Peterson, unable to get a good shot off. On a great chance in front, that was Peterson right there. Unable to get a great shot. It was actually McCabe carrying the puck into the zone. Up to the point, it's Land. Land will take the shot, and that one, rebound in front, loose, and an open chance there. Unable to be put in, had the back door wide open. Unable to bury it was Brady O'Reilly. Had a goal and a helper this morning against the Hawks. Sent down to the neutral zone, it's Birkenmeyer with the puck. He'll skate it past the red line on his backhand. O'Reilly will chip it in. O'Reilly having a great playoffs thus far, 5 points, including a goal and 2 helpers yesterday against the Leafs in a 9-0 win. Banked off the boards and kept in by the Sting. Sent all the way around out into the neutral zone. Along the Sting bench, they battle for it. Brandhorst leaves it for Coulter. Coulter takes a hit along the stanchion. It'll be Govero. Govero will send it in deep. O'Reilly first to it. Takes a bump, and it's Ballgren. Ballgren will send it up to Nedonovsky. O'Reilly with the puck. He'll leave it for Brandhorst. Brandhorst hops on his horse. Brandhorst with a shot, and that one sails just high of the net. That one unable to be kept in. Ballgren gives it over to Sideman. Quick shot in to the chest of Burley, and he'll cover. Just shy of 6 minutes into this opening period. 4 shots for the Sting, 2 for the Vipers. Vipers looking to play upset to keep their championship hopes alive. Face-off won by the Vipers. It kicks out into the neutral zone. Sent in deep, out into the neutral zone now. Play it back to the D-man. That one goes off of the shin pad of Bextermuller. All the way down to Orlando. Well, he'll just cover up. Avoid any chance for a rebound. So it'll be an offensive draw for the Sting. Dangerous Connor Casella out at center for the Sting. Face-off won by Borgford. Borgford with the puck below the goal line. They'll ring it around far boards, or near boards rather. Banked off and taken by Hackman. Hackman gives it to Casella, unable to corral it. Offsides. Will Sting need to exit the zone. They do just that. As here's Mackey with the puck. Down low, Baxtermuller. Baxtermuller below the goal line on the far boards. Baxtermuller will send it down low for McFarland. McFarland below the goal line. Sends it out in front. Chance for the Sting, and that one flips just high and over the net. Great scoring opportunity there for the Sting. Backhanded down low, Borgford. He'll put on the brakes behind the net. Gives it across to the far boards to Mock. Puck comes out of the zone, and here is Reese Mock. Mock will leave it. Shot there from Golke goes just wide of the net. And here's Casella. Casella will send it across to McFarland. McFarland in with speed. Into the Viper zone. Tries to send it around in front, but Casella will take it. Up into the slot. Cooper tries to get a shot off and a whistle blown. And we might have a penalty here. And we will have just that. Reese Mock will head to the box. And the Sting will head to the power play midway through this first period. This Sting power play, very dangerous. Best in the U15-16 Red 1 division. They'll look to open the scoring here on the man advantage.
Yeah, 20 goals in 64 power play opportunities. Not shabby whatsoever, Keegan. Just over 31%. Vipers, meanwhile, on the kill, 75%.
Dahlgren with the puck. He'll center around front, taken away by Casella. Casella on the near boards. He'll bank it out. Thrown across by Brandhorst. Birkenmeyer enters his zone. He takes a bump. Brandhorst battling a few Viper. And a great keeping by McFarland. He'll step up in the slide, and a great defensive sliding effort there by Dahlgren. Casella on the right circle. He'll take his time with it. Send it across, and a broken stick there. Chance! A big blocker save. Nice one-time shot there by Birkenmeyer. Broken stick on the ice, McFarland. McFarland will take a shot, he scores! Trevor McFarland opens the scoring on the power play for the Sting. Not even a minute into the power play, it's the captain that gets the Sting on the board first.
A beautiful shot, Keegan, in a situation that you really want to take advantage of. You're basically playing 5 against 3 or maybe 3.5 out there with the broken stick and the power play. And that is just a spot where you're the Sting. Again, there is quite a bit riding on this game, despite the fact that they've had 2 dominant wins. Be able to get off to that start here in the first 8 minutes is great.
A beautiful step up and shot there by Trevor McFarland, who led the team in assists during the regular season with 18. They'll look to feed off of that opening goal as a Viper applying some pressure here in the offensive zone. Satinsky pursuing the puck on Cooper. Throws the body and kept in by the Viper. Banked high and off the glass. Finds its way all the way down in the Viper's end. It's Kupsak. Kupsak skating in with speed across the blue line. Kupsak takes a shot, and that one ramps off a stick and up and out of play. 6:51 to go in the first period. Kupsak, a dangerous scoring threat for this Vipers team. 20 goals in 27 games for this Vipers squad. 29 points as well to go with it. Had a goal this morning against the Americans in their 4-3 loss. Puck taken by the Sting. McCabe chips it into the zone. He has the puck once again. McCabe on the right circle. Around the net now. McCabe centers it out in front, and a great chance. Doesn't quite find the back of the net on the near boards. Batted down low. Battle for it below the goal line. Backhanded out up to the point. Low shot, kicked away by Orlando. Kept in by Govero. Finally cleared out the length of the ice. That'll go for an icing with 6:09 to go in the first period. Justin Orlando getting his 3rd start of the playoffs. Appeared in 14 games, posted a 4.21 goals against average, a .767 save percentage, going 6-6-2. in his regular season appearances. Split a lot of time with Tess Reynolds, who is on the bench for this one. Opportunity for the Sting, chance in front, and a great save there by Orlando. A high, dangerous opportunity there for the Sting. Orlando able to stay in front of the puck, keep it out of the net. Now under 6 minutes to go.
Fair to say Orlando possibly your key player of the game today with that potent Sting offense and the need to stop them?
Here comes the Viper. Here comes an opportunity. It's Nedinovsky. Nedinovsky with a shot into the breadbasket of Burley. Nedinovsky, the leading point getter for this Vipers squad. Had 2 goals, including the game-winning goal versus the Hawks in their Thursday matchup. Vipers had all of Friday off. They're faced with a doubleheader here today. Their final game of round robin. The goal scorer, McFarland, tries to get into the zone, but it'll come all the way back into the Sting's end. Stretch pass couldn't be quite corralled by Coulter, as the Sting will look to keep the puck in the zone, but the Vipers will break it out. Here comes Ballgren. Ballgren on the right circle, tries to make a move, but a great defensive play there by the Sting. That was Hackman with a great stick. Here comes Coulter. Coulter tries to make a move, but too many Sting in the area, not enough white jerseys. Stretch pass for Ballgren. Ballgren. Low shot steered away by Burley. Land will bank it off the glass. Casella with an opportunity. He has the puck in with speed. Casella around the net with the puck. He'll send it up to the point. Shot there. Triples wide of the net. Bexer-Mueller. Leave it for Asinelli. Kalskukevich trying to fight the puck out. Battle along the Vipers bench. Digging away at it. Still in the zone and now cleared out to Michael Land. Michael Land will make a move. He'll take it in himself. The defenseman, Michael Land, across the blue line. He'll put on the brakes, try to send it across, but loses that one. Here comes Kupsek. He might have a breakaway. Tyson Kupsek in. He loses the puck. Couldn't get a great shot. A great defensive effort there by Birkenmeyer. Here's Kupsek again. Cuts outside. Kupsek in. Rings it off the pipe. Great chance there from Tyson Kupsek, the leading goal scorer for the Vipers. He's been flying around the ice here in the first period. Up to the point blast. Doesn't get through the net. Comes out to the Vipers end. They'll look to regroup. It's Mackey with the puck. Calls Kukevich. Sends it in to Casella. Casella will just flip it down the length of the ice, and that'll go for an icing with 3:27 to go in the opening period. Sting still leading 1-0 after Trevor McFarland's opening goal. His 3rd point of the tournament is the lone goal thus far this game. Face-off won by the Vipers. Backhanded out of the zone. Here come the Sting the other way. They might have a 2-on-1. It's Cooper. Tries to give it to his teammate Brookshire, but unable to connect on that pass.
That's a really nice shot by Braylon Banser there to get his stick in there and just be able to jar that puck loose.
Here's Golke. A chance out in front. A great opportunity there for the Vipers. Cleared out of danger. Golke with the puck again. Makes a great move with speed. Golke into the zone. Tries to get a shot off, but a great stick there by Govero. Bringing out the puck now was Matt Schmidt. He'll send it in deep. Jackson Scott in pursuit. Puck takes a weird bounce on net to Justin Orlando, who will cover it with his glove. We'll have a face-off in the Vipers' end. Vipers with quite the interesting goal differential throughout the season. 126 goals for and 126 goals against, a perfect 0 goal differential, something you don't see too often on this Viper squad.
It really particularly stands out on that specific table where you've got 3 teams that are basically plus 100, 3 teams that are basically minus 70 to 100. Really only Vipers at even and the Hawks at minus 21 anywhere close to even.
Puck comes out of the Sting's end. Takey will backhand it, sent back in by Ballgren. Here come the Vipers, still in the zone. Centering shot, backhanded Trickler, as there's a Viper down behind the net. It looks like the Sting are gonna get a cross-checking penalty. It's gonna be Max Hackman heading off for 2 minutes with only 1:53 to go in the opening period. Vipers will head to the man advantage. Vipers with the second best power play unit, only behind this Sting unit in the U15-16 Red 1 division. They'll look for the equalizer. Ballgren sends it across to Circlin. Circlin sends it back door, looking for Seaman to connect on that pass. Seidman. Down low, quick shot off of the skate of Birkenmeyer. That one cleared out of the zone, taken by Ballgren. Ballgren will keep it. Wait to set up the breakout. Here's Seidman. Seidman walks in, what a move, Seidman in! Great save, rebound in front, still loose! Burley down, and refs waving off, no goal, some pushing and shoving, and a takedown there from Peterson. What an opportunity there for the Vipers. Ref waves it off, no goal, puck didn't find its way to the back of the net. And then some extracurriculars after that puck was blown dead. And it looks like Peterson's gonna head off for a penalty. We'll see if they grab any Vipers. If not, it's gonna be a 5-on-3. Peterson and Hackman in the box. Looks like no penalties on the Vipers on that play, so they're gonna have a 2-man advantage here with 1:14 to go in the first period. 1:21 on the 2-man advantage. Kept in by Ballgren. Sent to Circlin. Circlin will step in and take a shot, and that one steered away wide by Burley. Puck comes out of the zone. Ballgren with it. Ballgren with the puck still. He'll take it down low. Ballgren tries to send it back door. Loose in front, comes out to the point. Shot in front, and that one just misses the net. Burley down. He finally gets back to his feet. Back up to the point to Circlin. Circlin back door, and an opportunity there for Ballgren. Great stick by the Sting. Back up to the point, it's Circlin. Circlin will try to send it back to Ballgren, unable to corral that pass. 30 seconds to go in the first period. Still 1-0 Sting. Vipers on the 2-man advantage. Looking for one last rush this period. Here comes Circlin with the head of steam. Great defensive play there by McFarland. And he gets taken down hard, and they're going to call a penalty there on Borgford. It was Brandhorst that got thrown down to the ice, so that'll end the 2-man advantage, and we'll send it to 4-on-3. Not something you see too often. Well, with 11 seconds to go, it'll be a 4-on-3 advantage now for the Vipers.
How about a 4-on-3 that wraps into the second period, too? How fun is that?
At this pace, we might see a unicorn this game. Who knows what's going to happen? 11.6 remaining in the first period. Still 1-0 Sting. Faceoff comes all the way down to the right of Orlando. Battle for it along the far boards. Shot sails all the way up. I think I went up into the rafters. They'll blow this play dead with 3.2 to go. McFarland with the only goal. Maybe a quick face-off win shot here by the Sting to try to get an opportunity. On the 4-on-3, and a quick shot there. Goes off of the side of the net, but that'll do it for the opening period. Sting lead 1-0 thanks to Trevor McFarland's opening goal. We're gonna take a quick break here. in the CSDHL U15-16 playoff hockey. You're watching here on Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Home is more than a place. It's full of the people and moments that matter most. Providing for loved ones, expanding your horizons, or simply living the life you love. With all you have to protect, choose insurance you can count on, so you can experience more of what you live for. Country Financial. Experience.
When you fire up Big Ten Plus, you get more game, non-stop, around the clock. More live games you won't see anywhere else. More access to your team, wherever you want, 24/7. More stories.
Unstoppable.
More highlights. Whoa! More big-time playmakers. Plus, catch up to 4 games at once, so you'll never miss more shots, spikes, and scores. Download the Big Ten Plus app today. It's always game on.
Back here at the Canlan Sports Complex here in Romeoville. Second period action just moments away. If you're just joining us, Sting leading 1-0 after the first period. Trevor McFarland with the opening goal. Captain is out on the ice for the Sting, 4-on-3 to open the second period.
Yeah, very interesting situation here because you've got 7 seconds of 4-on-3 hockey, which is almost nothing. Then you're going to have another 39 seconds of 4-on-4, and then you got a 1-and-3-second power play the other direction.
Quite the unique scenario here in this playoff game. As we open up with 4-on-3, it's circling. He'll send it across and sent in deep by Maxwell right into the glove of Burley. 4-on-3 ends. Man advantage for the Vipers, so it'll be 4-on-4 for 34 seconds, and then a Vipers power play. Excuse me, it'll be a Sting power play for roughly a minute. As they battle for it along the near boards. Taken out by Casella. Casella will snipe it in deep, in and out of the glove of Orlando. They'll let that one play. 10 seconds to go of 4-on-4. Birkenmeyer sends it to McFarland. McFarland stretch pass to Casella. Casella into the zone with speed. Right side backhand shot doesn't get much on it. Easy save there from Orlando. Kuczak tries taking it out. He gets stripped up. No penalty called. Nice move there from McFarland into the zone. Maxwell battling for it. That puck unable to be held in by Brandhorst. 45 seconds for the Sting on the power play. Here's Brandhorst over the blue line. Leaves it for Casella. Casella on the far hash mark. Sends it back door, and a one-time opportunity from Birkenmeyer steered away by Orlando. Up to the points, McFarland. Birkenmeyer down low. Tries to center out in front. Bouncing puck. Pinballing around. Loose in the slot. That one kicked out all the way to the far corner. Casella, the first Sting to it. They'll battle for it with Kuczak. Birkenmeyer now across, and Casella is down in the far corner. He took a hit in that puck battle, I believe, with Kuczak. And he's struggling to get on his feet. There's still 5 seconds to go on the Vipers power play, but their leading goal scorer, Connor Casella, now back on his feet. Seems to be okay, but he took a rough ride into the boards. Looks like no penalty called on that play. As the puck will be dropped to the left of Orlando. 5 seconds remaining on the Borgford penalty. Behind the net now, stretch pass, fresh out of the box is Borgford. He has the puck, makes a great move at the blue line. Borgford, what a move at the left circle. Borgford, and what a goal! Oh my goodness! dancing around the defense and putting it upstairs. Braxton Borgford, 16 goals on the regular season, has 2 goals in the playoffs, and he just added his 3rd to tie the game at 1.
And that is a huge goal right there, both for strictly tying the game purposes and for momentum purposes for the Vipers. You get off to a 1-0 deficit in the first period, but a game you certainly feel like you're still in. An absolute must-win situation for the Vipers. And for him to be able to come out and light the lamp like that here in the first few minutes of the second period is enormous.
What a set of hands on Braxton Borgford. That one sent the length of the ice for an icing. 5:43 to go before we take our halftime break and let the ice get resurfaced.
Yeah, and a reminder to those who may not have caught one of the earlier games today or not familiar with this particular format, there's the usual 2 intermissions between the first and second and third period. There is also a break, which is the one long break, essentially at halftime. Halfway through the second period, well, they'll zam the ice. So the clock at the arena right now reads 5:38. We've got 13:38 on your screen at home because we think that's going to be easier to follow along with the flow of the game.
Yeah, it's a unique ruling, having a halftime in hockey. Usually you see that in football. You never see that in hockey, having 3 periods. I wish I had that when I was playing back in my day.
No kidding. So keep in mind, when that clock gets to 8 minutes on your screen, that is a hard stop. It's essentially a period end.
Chance in front for the Sting. Spinning shot, blocked away to the end boards. It's Taylor dancing with the puck behind the net. Taylor on his backhand, he'll send it up to the point. Walks it across, Govero will take a shot. That one just misses the blocker's side of Orlando. Kept in by Brandhorst. Sent in deep for Cooper. Cooper will send it out in front, no white jerseys in the area. Seidman with the puck. Takes it around the net, cups up the middle, takes a shot to the head, and they're gonna call that a penalty. Brody Seidman tried carrying the puck out. And it looks like that was head contact from Travis Cooper as he was trying to break it out of the zone. And so the Vipers will head to another man advantage with 4:43 to go in the second period before our break. Got his hands up, maybe just a little bit too high. Now the Vipers will look to take advantage. Face-off will be to the right of Burley. Face-off one clean by the Vipers. Near boards. Shot on goal, steered away by Burley. Puck loose in front, rebound cleared away and sent down the length of the ice. Nice clear by the Sting to start their penalty kill. Orlando will come out and play the puck. He'll bank it high off the glass. Kept in by Brandhorst. Brandhorst applying the pressure. He's taking on 2 Vipers on his own. Now taken out by the Vipers. Ballgren up to Circlin. Circlin at the right circle. He'll throw a low rebound kick save there by Burley. That puck backhanded out of the zone. It's Borgford with the puck. Had the terrific goal for the Vipers this period. He'll backhand it in where it's taken by Land. Land will send it into the neutral zone, and here comes Brandhorst. Brandhorst chips it around Circlin. Circlin in the near corner, shot from the score! It's William Peterson! A short-handed goal to give the Sting the lead once again. Had a goal this morning in their big win against the Hawks. He has an even bigger goal here against the Vipers. Great forecheck there by the Sting. Short-handed to give them a 1-goal lead once again. Cooper in the box for 1 more minute, 3:42 to go before our halftime break. Seidman with the puck in the near corner. That puck ramps off of the stick of Casella. Now out into the neutral zone. Banked off the boards where Casella will corral it. He'll send it the length of the ice. all the way down with 38 remaining on the Cooper penalty. Stretch pass, trying to find the stick of Mock just out of the reach, and that'll be an icing. That puck will come all the way down to the Vipers end once again with 30 seconds to go on the PK. The Sting with the second best PK in the U15-16 Red 1 division. They .914 penalty kill percentage. Here come the Vipers breaking the puck out. It's Kupsak with the puck. Tries to leave it for Mock. Gets tangled up in the feet of McFarland. A little confusion there by this thing. That one sauced into the bench of the Vipers. Nice jumping dodge there by their head coach. As that'll stop play with 2:56 to go before break.
Yeah, a little dexterity there. You can see he's positioned on the bench, essentially behind the players, and had to kind of duck down and dodge out of the way of that one.
It doesn't feel good to get hit by pucks with padding. I can't imagine it feels great to get hit without padding.
Little dodge, dip, dive, duck, dodge for you, Keegan.
Here come the Vipers into the zone. That one, they're going to blow that one off for offside. Kupsak with the move at the blue line. That'll end the penalty kill. I love the dodgeball reference. 2:41 to go. 10:41 remaining in the second period.
Yeah, dodgeball references now. By the time we get to 9 p.m. when we're on game 7 of the day, you might get references to movies that don't even exist.
Gonna start making up movies. As the Sting will look to dodge a scare from the Vipers, looking to push their way into a championship appearance. Casella with the puck, brings it into the slot, fans on the shot. That puck bounced off of the skate of the ref. As here comes Seidman with the puck. He'll just take it back into his own zone, looking for a regroup, and it's taken away. Here's an opportunity for the Sting. That was Bextermuller with that chance. That one fluttered in to the far corner. It's Casella with the puck once again on the far boards. He'll take it again. Backdoor, McFarland with the one-timer shot. That's a nice save there by Orlando. Kept in by McFarland. McFarland with the puck. Had the opening goal in this one. Backhander finds Asinelli. Asinelli dancing below the goal line. He takes a big hit from Kupsak. Kupsak with the puck now. He carries it out of the zone. Kupsak through the neutral zone. Across the blue line. Kupsak in the right circle. He'll walk it in, a nice save there by Burley. Coast to coast there from Kupsak, but Burley able to make a nice save. Here's an opportunity for the Sting. It's Casella in alone, and a nice save. Rebound chance goes right to Orlando. Casella can't believe he didn't bury that one with 1:19 to go here before our halftime break. Sting leading in shots 14-12. A tight matchup here with a trip to the championship game on the line.
Yeah, it's been a really fun one so far, Keegan. I mean, the Sting dominant throughout the regular season. 24 wins against 2 losses, a tie, and an overtime loss. But the Vipers absolutely hanging with them right now.
Nice keep in there by Maschmidt. Viper looking to break out the zone, and they do just that. Here they come the other way. It's Neneboski. He dodges a check into the far corner. Takes a body from Maschmidt. Sting take the puck out through the neutral zone. Scott with the puck. Jackson Scott finds the puck once again at the point. Guevara will shoot it on that. That rebound opportunity steered just wide. 45 seconds to go. Kept in by the Sting. Looking to regroup this puck out. Maybe one last rush as it's turned over. Here's the Sting once again. Scott couldn't find the puck in his feet. Kept in and at the point, Guevara pushes it back in deep. And here is Nedinovsky. Nedinovsky, he'll just throw it on net. Nice save there from Burley. Banked off the boards, 15 seconds to go. Nedinovsky with the puck once again. Circles, will throw it on that, tipped in front. That one off of the crossbar, I believe. Great opportunity there for the Vipers late in the period. One more shot, gets blocked away. 3 seconds to go. Maybe an opportunity to get there. Hurry. 1 second to go, and the buzzer sounds. Unable to get a shot off, and what a fast-paced, tight period from both of these teams. Action on both ends of the ice as the Sting lead 2-1 in this third game for each team in their round robin for the CSDHL U15-16 Red 1 division. We're going to take a quick break, resurface the ice, and we'll have second half hockey action right after this. You're watching playoff hockey here on Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Before you know it, you'll know my name and how to pronounce it.
You know the meaning of ขอบคุณค่ะ
Before you know it, you call me son.
You call me daughter.
You call me brother.
You call us sister. Your family will make a difference in how America is perceived. What America stands for. And we try to welcome and accept the life of you want to play tough and want to hate this. Although we show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you want to play tough and want to hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athletes. Just like a pro,
think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious. You still with my time. You're delirious. Mysterious because you are behind the fake exterior. Inferior. You know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me. This ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words. You can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last and to believe in what you got. It was built to last. Yeah.
Now that I'm your next sporting event, feel like CBS Sports. Make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions. Our phone number is 330-957.
I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
It's full of the people and moments that matter most. Providing for loved ones, expanding your horizons, or simply living the life you want. With all you have to protect, choose insurance you can count on, so you can experience more of what you live
so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up. No, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off the road. I gotta make it. I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages of vacant. Modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
Technology and security.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Day, 7 days a week. You know what they say. You can't trust a dog to watch your house or your sandwich. Call Forest Security today.
Call us today at 708-452-2000 or visit forestsecurity.com.
When you fire up Big Ten Plus, you get more game, non-stop, around the clock. More live games you won't see anywhere else. More access to your team, wherever you want, 24/7. More stories.
Unstoppable.
More highlights. More big-time playmakers. Plus, catch up to 4 games at once so you'll never miss more shots, spikes, and scores. Download the Big Ten Plus app today. It's always game on.
We welcome you back into the halftime show presented by Sports Broadcast Solutions. And if you're wondering, do we know what we're talking about? Why do we have a halftime show in hockey? Ladies and gentlemen, it really is halftime. We are halfway through the second period at the 8-minute mark where we have paused. The Zamboni is out on the ice making its rounds, about a third of the way complete with resurfacing the ice at this point. So for those of you who may have been a few minutes late tuning in, missed myself and Keegan on the pregame segment going over the many situations in play here, let's go over a couple of them for you. Okay? You see on your screen right there, Midget U15-16 Red 1 pool play results and schedule, as it were. Not much of a schedule remaining. Between Thursday, Friday, and this morning, each of these teams has completed 2 games. The Vipers and Sting, of course, in the midst of halftime right now, 2-1, the Sting with the advantage. The Ice Hawks are up 4-1 on the Chicago Hawks. That one also in the second period over on Rink 1. So if you recall the scenarios we went over in the pregame for these two teams right now, the Sting are tied for first in the bracket along with the Ice Hawks. So if either or both of those teams win, they are in. It's very simple. If the Sting and Ice Hawks both win, if they both hang on, those will be the 2 teams playing for the championship tomorrow. If, however, they do not, things get very interesting. If the Sting were to lose to the Vipers, they would need the Ice Hawks to lose to stay alive. That does not look very likely right now, although you can never put it past Chicago to pull out a comeback. It looks like the Ice Hawks have that one pretty firmly in control. So the Sting really need to be looking at this in many ways as kind of a must-win game. If the Vipers are able to come back and win, they need Afton to lose that 4-10 game in order to get in. If the Vipers and Afton both win, you have either a 3 or a 4-way tie. Again, most likely a 3-way tie with 4 points apiece. Then you get into all sorts of interesting potential tiebreakers, which again, we really can't break down for you at this point because it's all based on goal differential, but it's not straight goal differential. The first tiebreaker after a head-to-head, which obviously you can't do a head-to-head if you have a 3-team tie. The first tiebreaker after a head-to-head is goal differential between or among the tied teams. The second tiebreaker after that is goal differential in all of round-robin play. If, in the very unlikely scenario, you have a tie after that, then you go to the least amount of goals against in round-robin play amongst the tied teams. Fifth is the least amount of goals against in round-robin play among all teams. And the sixth and final tiebreaker, the CSDHL regular season standings. Regular season standings, in case you're curious, not that it will be likely to get to that point. The Sting are first, the Ice Hawks second, Afton third, the Vipers fourth. So that would be your order for the sixth and final tiebreaker, but again, very, very unlikely that we get to that point. We just have a few minutes, so we might as well give you the full rundown on what the potential scenarios are. We will step aside for a few minutes and come back here with the second half of the second period. You're watching the CSDHL Playoffs here on Sports Broadcast Solutions.
At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330-957-7653, or you can go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith, but my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense. And Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and a goal! So 3-3. The power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Live.
Back here in Romeoville for the second half of the CSDHL playoff matchup between the Sting and the Vipers. Halfway through this one, the Sting lead the Vipers by a score of 2-1. Hi everyone, Keegan Oliveira joined alongside Tommy Gilbert as players back on the ice, getting the legs fresh. Thanks for joining in, watching playoff hockey here on Sports Broadcast Solutions. Players will go and take a nice lap recapping what you've missed so far. First period, Sting came out to a 1-0 lead with a nice goal from Trevor McFarland. Jumped to the second period. Braxton Bortford ties things up at 1 for the Vipers, fresh out of the box with a beautiful goal, followed by a William Peterson shorthander to give the Sting the 1-goal advantage halfway through this game. The ice is clean, the players are fresh, and we're ready to play second half hockey here in Romeoville. A win for the Sting automatically sends them to their divisional championship game tomorrow morning. A win for the Vipers, well, will make scenario quite interesting following these games. Puck is dropping, we are underway. 8 minutes to go here in the second period. Face-off won by the Sting. Here comes Borgford, the goal scorer for the Vipers. Below the net's taken out by the Sting. Buzzing the other way is Scott with the puck over the blue line, down the left boards. Scott chips it up below the goal line. Scott still in pursuit of the puck. He'll send it up to the point. One-time shot there. Nice save and cover up by Orlando. 30 seconds after this break. Players getting their legs back under them as the Vipers will look to come back from down 1 goal. A great game thus far. Action on both ends of the ice. Backhand slides below the goal line behind the net. Puck sent to the point. McFarland with the one-time blast. Save, rebound in front. They score! It's Louis Coulter! Gives the Sting a 2-goal lead. Had 3 assists in this morning's game against the Hawks. He adds a goal to add to the Sting's lead.
Well, you talk about a statement, Keegan, coming right out of halftime. As you said, 7:17 to go here in the second period. I mean, just 43 seconds after these teams got to take a break. A huge goal to double the lead.
The one-time blast from the point made the puck bounce around the slot like a pinball in a pinball machine. And Kohler did the rest. Here comes Kupczak the other way. Kupczak to the right circle. He'll take a shot on that one. Shifted away wide, and here comes Brandhorst. Brandhorst with speed takes a huge hit along the blue line from Circlin. Looks like they're gonna call a penalty for that monstrous hit along the blue line. Brandhorst appears to be okay, gets right back on his feet. No other sport tougher than hockey. Brandhorst right back on his feet. It's Circlin that will go to the box, and a man advantage for the Sting, already up 2.
Sometimes you can say that. It's a bit of an overstatement, Keegan. Not that time. That was a hit with a capital H.
I felt that hit from up here. I almost jolted a little bit. I felt how monstrous of a collision that was.
You could hear it a rink over, I guarantee you, and it is fairly loud in here on rink 3 behind us.
Refs call a 2-minute penalty on Circlin for that hit. Sting will look to make it a 3-goal lead, up 3-1 here with 6:40 to go in the second period. A win for the Sting sends them to the championship. Into the zone now. Sending it out in front, taken away by the Vipers. Through the neutral zone with speed. Just out of the reach of Ballgren, into the near corner in the Sting zone. Out to the point for Kupczak. Kupczak will send it back all the way around. 40 seconds gone on the Sting power play. Here come the Sting buzzing down the ice. Cautiously walking it in is Birkenmeyer. Centers it out in front. That chance unable to connect. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. McFarland first to it. He chips it off the boards and is intercepted by Ballgren. Here's a chance for the Vipers. That shot just goes wide past Burley. Burley will use the stick to guide that to the far boards. Breakout from the Sting. They're going to catch him on the change. Sting might have numbers. Along the right boards. Casella with the shot. Rebound in front. Bextermuller was there, but that one just bounced over his stick. Bextermuller with the puck below the goal line. Backhanded up to Birkenmeyer. Up to the point now. McFarland. One-time shot, and that one zips just wide. Birkenmeyer sends it back. Another one-time blast, and that one blocker saved by Orlando. Kept in by McFarland. He'll risk one on that. That one doesn't get to the goal. Steered away by the Vipers D. McFarland unable to keep it in the zone. 4 seconds and counting on the power play. Back to 5-on-5. Wrist shot steered away from Orlando. Birkenmeyer holds the blue line, just sends it in deep. Will make the Vipers try to break the puck out. Great forecheck by the Sting. Bextermuller on it. Taken out of the zone now is Seidman. Seidman with the puck. He'll send it in on goal. Bouncing shot sent to the corner by Burley. Held in by Kupczak. Sent it on goal, and that shot tipped by Birkenmeyer, actually sent it on net, but Burley able to cover it with 4:17 to go in the second period. Sting leading by 2. Leading in the shot category as well, 20-13. Faceoff will be on the right circle to the left of Burley. Chance in front. Here comes O'Reilly. Unable to corral the puck, sent in back deep. Govero first to it. We'll send it hard off the boards. Govero with the puck once again. Across the blue line, Govero down the right boards. Govero centers it out in front, unable to connect in the slot. Here's Mashman with the puck. Sends it around to O'Reilly, back up to the point. It's Brandhorst. Brandhorst chips it in, but taken away by Borgford. Here comes Golke. Unable to get a good stick on the puck. It comes out to Govero. He'll send it in deep for Coulter, who already has a goal this game. O'Reilly, the bouncing puck over the blue line. O'Reilly, nice easy soft shot, kick save there from Orlando. Sent down the length of the ice. Icing will be called. 3:18 to go in the second period. Sting still leading by 2. Both teams will get fresh bodies on the ice. Icing rules do not apply the same as they do at the NHL level. You're allowed to get fresh legs on the ice after an icing. Call it a strategy to just send the puck down the ice if you're tired. But it's legal here in Illinois. Quick shot off the draw from Taylor, just goes wide. Held in by Hackman. Cooper dances down low. Sent up to the point to McFarland. McFarland, he'll take a shot. That one blockered away by Orlando. Backhanded in by Taylor. It's Cooper once again with the puck. Back up to the point. Quick shot there by Hackman, just misses the net. McFarland pinches down low. McFarland still with the puck. He'll just send it below the goal line. Cooper first to it. Chance now for the Sting. Unable to corral that pass was Brookshire. Cooper able to cover that one with 2:44 to go in the second period. A close game, our closest we've had here on Ring 2 at the Canlin Sports Complex here in Romeoville. Thank you for tuning in with us here on Sports Broadcast Solutions. Keegan Oliveira here with Tommy Gilbert. Face-off won by the Vipers. Circling will bank it off the glass. Almost kept in, but comes out of the zone. Here come the Vipers. They might have a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Centering pass, unable to connect with the stick of Nedinovsky. Breakout pass goes high off the glass, but kept in. As here's a chance for the Vipers. A quick shot, glove save, rebound in front. So close to bearing that one. Burley still down, bouncing around. Burley not on his feet yet. Another shot and another great save by Burley. Sprawling around the blue paint, able to keep the puck out of the net. Puck called for an icing with 2:02 to go in the second period.
Boy, Burley with the greatest 15-second display of goaltending that we've seen this afternoon, certainly so far. I don't think he even had a stick in his hand on that last one. He was simply splayed out in front of the goal, willing the puck not to go more than a foot above the ice, because I think if it was high, he had no chance to get up there and get it, but a great save.
When you're in desperation mode, you're sprawling any way possible to try to get a piece of your body on it. Here comes Casella into the Viper zone, has the puck pulled off him. He goes crashing into the Vipers net. They're going to have to blow this dead. He was unable to stop. Didn't collide with Orlando, but knocks it off the moorings, so that'll stop play with 1:48 to go.
No, we talk about sprawling at that end of the ice, and we had a little sprawling at that end of the ice as well, as kind of just did the penguin dive straight into the post of the net, Keegan. I think you might have made that happen with your comment.
A lot of sprawling happening. They actually, when I used to play hockey back in the days, we would do drills where you'd skate as fast as you can, sprawl, and get up as quick as you can. So those drills coming in handy for both sides of the ice. Govero with the puck now. Backhanded into the neutral zone, Kupczak. Kupczak walks through a few Sting. He has the puck below the goal line. Kupchak centers it out in front, trying to get a stick in the slot. Unable to connect with any of his teammates. Kupchak taken down. It's Maxwell with the puck. He's pressured by Asinelli. Asinelli wins that battle below the goal line. Maxwell with the puck now. Kept in by Mashmit. Mashmit pinching down low. Maxwell to Asinelli. Here's Cirkland with the puck. He'll pass it up to Satinsky. Sent in behind the net, under a minute to go here in the second period. Govero with the body in the far corner. Has a big hit there by Kupchak. Sting won a penalty, no arms up in the air. We play on. Held in by the Viper, that shot hit his own man. Shot there by Satinsky, and that shot covered up by Burley. Kupchak dumps another Sting, some pushing and shoving going on between both parties. But puck will be covered with 39 to go in the second period. Kupchak throwing his body around, trying to get his team going, down 2 goals. Has 2 assists in the playoffs through 2 games played. He's a leading goal scorer for this Viper squad. Cleared out by the Sting. Back out into the neutral zone. McFarland will flip it in deep. Sting will have to tag up. 25 seconds to go. Back out to McFarland. He'll send it back in deep. Just looking to kill the rest of the clock of this period. Heading to the third, up 2 goals. Mock with it in the corner. Battle for it in the left circle. 5 seconds to go. That stretch pass unable to connect, and as time winds down in the second period, the Sting with a 3-1 lead over the Vipers. Goals in the period. Borgford for the Vipers to tie it at 1. Peterson short-handed to give him a 2-1 lead, and then Coulter to make it a 3-1 St. Louis lead. Third period action underway here shortly. You're watching CSDHL Playoff Hockey on Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Before you know it, you'll know my name and how to pronounce it.
You know the meaning of ขอบคุณค่ะ
Before you know it, you'll call me son.
You call me daughter.
You call me brother.
You call us sisters. Your family will make a difference in how America is perceived and what America stands for. And we invite you to welcome and exchange student-like community to your home and your family.
For over 70 years, AFS USA has brought exchange students from around the world to study in the U.S. and live with an American family for a school year, semester, or 6 to 12 weeks. Before you know it, you'll be a proud AFS host family. Visit afsusa.org.
Home is more than a place. It's full of the people and moments that matter most. Providing for loved ones, expanding your horizons, or simply living the life you love. With all you have to protect, choose insurance you can count on so you can experience more of what you live for. Country Financial. Experience more.
Welcome back to Kenlin here in Romeoville alongside Keegan Oliveira carrying the load on play-by-play. I'm Tommy Gilbert, also joined by Zach Stolpa this afternoon here in Romeoville, Illinois. It is chilly outside. It is fairly chilly in here, Keegan, but some thrilling action in CSDHL playoff hockey as we have one more period coming up. What's been the closest game we've seen on Rink 2 today so far.
Exactly what you're hoping for playoff hockey. It all comes down to this. Into the zone with speed is O'Reilly. His backhand shot looks like it got stuck under the pad of Orlando. He'll freeze it just 10 seconds into this period. Sting holding a 2-goal lead. A win here this afternoon would mean a trip to the championship game tomorrow morning. Battle for it behind the net. Sting needing to generate some offense if they want to come back in this one. Here comes Circling. That pass just out of the reach, sent back deep into the Viper zone. O'Reilly's first to it. O'Reilly in the near corner. Circling with the puck. His stretch pass finds Golke. Golke with speed along the blue line. Golke dances to the far boards. He'll leave it to the point for Circling. Circling has it taken away by Birkenmeyer. Here comes Coulter. Coulter with the puck. He takes a shot and that one just misses the far post. As there's going to be a penalty called, it looks like the Sting are going to head to the power play. And just a minute into this third period, the Sting are going to head to the man advantage. It's going to be Connor Golke heading off. And this dangerous power play unit for the Sting will get another opportunity to extend their lead.
Over on the other rink, the Ice Hawks still lead 4-1, so it does look like they're in very good shape to claim one of the two berths in tomorrow's title game.
If the Sting are able to hold out this one, it'll be Ice Hawks versus Sting tomorrow morning for the U16 CSDHL Championship. Make sure to tune into that game here on Sports Broadcast Solutions. Meanwhile, power play unit out there for the Sting. Playing catch below the goal line. Asinelli backhands it to Casella. Down low to Asinelli. Casella up to the point to McFarland. Had the opening goal. His wrist shot into the glove of Orlando. .123 to go on the Golke penalty. Fresh legs out there for the Sting. Face off on the right circle. Won by the Sting. At the point, Birkenmeyer shot, loose in front, rebound. Scramble forward in front, still loose, and it's taken by Ballgren. He'll bank it off the glass, but what a keep by McFarland. He'll step up. McFarland with the goal, he gets a nice shove to the back. That puck kicks out into the neutral zone. McFarland with the puck. He'll send it across to McCabe. McCabe battling for it. He gets knocked down to the ice. Sting bench want a penalty. They don't get one. Under a minute to go on the man advantage. McFarland with the puck. He'll skate it in across the blue line. McFarland will take a body. He gets thrown down to the ice. A lot of bodies flying in the near corner of the Vipers zone. Birkenmeyer with the puck. He'll regroup with his guys. It is taken by Peterson. Peterson in the left circle. He'll rips a shot. It's steered away below the net. Kept in by Hackman. Sends it across. Had a man there. Back up to the point, and here's an opportunity for the Sting. It's gonna be Ballgren. Ballgren, a great back-checking opportunity there from the Sting. Able to shut down Ben Ballgren. Man advantage expires, back to 5-on-5 with under 13 minutes to go here in the third period from the Canlin Sports Complex here in Romeoville. Banked off the boards to the neutral zone. McFarland will send it in. Bouncer to the near corner. Kupsak. He's been all over the ice tonight. He loses that one. It's taken by Maxwell. Maxwell will regroup. Back to Maxwell. Breakout pass to Golke. Golke just out of the box. Viper having a hard time getting into the Sting offensive zone. Taylor will flip it in deep behind the net. Along the near boards. Taylor takes a big shove onto the Vipers bench. Mock battling with Cooper along the far boards. Here come the Vipers the other way. Might have a 3-on-2 across the blue line. Here's Mock. Mock tries to leave it for a man, but it's intercepted by Taylor. Taylor hustling through the neutral zone. He'll just send it in deep and go off for a change. Fresh line out there for the Sting. Vipers stretch pass, unable to connect with Golke. Off the boards now. Backhanded it in by Govero. Down below the goal line. Mock along the far boards. He'll lift it out deep to Golke. Golke with the takedown there on Birkenmeyer. 11 minutes to go here in the third period. Vipers needing to generate some offense if they want to come back in this one. That stretch pass goes the length of the ice. Refs say no icing. It was tipped on the way down. In the near corner, Sting player down on all fours. Wolgren digging away, and they're just going to blow that play dead. As that puck was unable to be moved any further. We'll just opt to drop the puck once again. 10:37 to go. Here's the standings from the U15-16 Red 1 division. Sting looking the way to punch their ticket into the championship game. Casella takes a whack at it on that, and that one's steered away by Orlando. A bouncer there goes through the blue paint of Casella. McFarland now. He'll send it in, stick the way wide, up and out of play from Orlando. See the standing. Sting looking to punch their ticket to the championship. That shot loose in front, scramble for it, puck still loose, and they blow the whistle, covered up by Orlando. Sprawled out on the ice to cover that one up. There's a nice little quick opportunity there from the Sting. Leading in shots, 27-16. As they've had a majority of the zone time in the Vipers' end. Sent back in by McFarland. Come the Vipers the other way. Backhanded into the slot, sticked away by Burley. Under 10 minutes to go. Casella now. Out of his reach, that goes all the way down. Has a nice look there from Beckstrom-Mueller from the corner. McFarland, he'll send it in, glove down by Mackey. Off the boards, they might have almost caught the Sting on a change. The puck broken out from McFarland, sent back into the Sting zone. It's Land with the puck. He'll take his time on the breakout. Send it all the way around for his partner, McFarland. Banks it off the boards, lifted back into the Sting end. It's circling. Gloves it back down, takes it around the net. Circling still with the puck. That pass banks off the boards to Kupsak. Kupsak across the blue line, makes a nice move. Nice inside move by Kupsak, dancing into the slot, but unable to get a nice shot off. Circling with the puck. Seidman, banked off the boards. Birkenmeyer. Peterson couldn't corral that one. Shot there from Kupsak, turned away by Burley. Chipped out as Scott toe picks down to the ice. Birkenmeyer gives it to his partner. Land will take his time. 8:20 to go here in the third period. Sting still leading by 2. Puck comes down to the neutral zone. In the skates of Taylor. He'll backhand it to Peterson. Has a goal this game. He'll set it all the way around for Circlin on the far boards. Off of the ref skate. Vipers having a hard time breaking this puck out. It's Birkenmeyer back in his own zone. He'll take it behind his net. It's Land. Send it all the way back around for his partner, Birkenmeyer. Sent up to Taylor. Taylor now will zoom through the neutral zone and into the Vipers' end. Taken down. It's Maxwell with the puck. Sent back in by the Sting, doing a great job applying offensive pressure, playing a dump and chase style game. As that centering pass from Brookshire doesn't find any white jerseys. And a great pressure there from Taylor and a big hit along the boards. It was Cooper that just took a rough shot along the boards and he's still down. He took a rough ride. It's Seidman talking with a few Sting. See if any penalties come out of this. Cooper now just getting to his feet. As it'll be Koopsak heading off. It looks like we might have another Sting power play. Not a great penalty to take here late in the third period, trailing by 2 goals. They'll be shorthanded for 2 minutes with Koopsak in the box. Their leading goal scorer in the box.
That's a tough one. It's been a physical game, and you don't want to give that up if you're the Vipers. But at the same time, just 7 minutes to go, as you said, got to make up 2. That's a tough place to put yourself in.
At the point, McFarland down low for Peterson. His shot, he score! William Peterson once again. 7 seconds into the power play, and the Sting buzz to a 3-goal lead. A costly penalty extends the Sting lead 4-1 with 7:07 to go in the third period.
And that's where you don't want to be sent to the box there, but if you're sent, you want to spend 2 minutes there. And that was about 1 minute and 55 seconds shy of what he was hoping for, I think.
Peterson with a shorthanded goal and now a power play goal. A master of the special teams. Viper have a lot of work to do if they want to come back in this one down 3 goals, under 7 minutes to go. That bouncing shot goes up high into the chest of Orlando. He's able to track it and cover it with 6:48 to go. Face off to Orlando's right. Soft shot, steered away. Sent back behind the net. O'Reilly centers it out in front of that opportunity there from Brandhorst, just misses the net. Another opportunity goes off of the skate of the Vipers, but that one kicks out into the corner. A backhand spinning pass by O'Reilly is taken by the Vipers. It sent the length of the ice to Hackman. Icing called off. Hackman takes it behind his net. He'll leave it for his partner Birkenmeyer. Brandhorst cuts inside, stretch pass. Not on the stick over O'Reilly. They're going to call icing, but the Sting are going to get some fresh legs out there. 6:07 to go in the final period. Face-off will be on the left circle. Vipers need a quick goal if they want any chance of coming back in this one. Taken behind the net by Birkenmeyer. He'll leave it for Casella. Along the near boards, he'll bank it off the glass all the way down the length of the ice. They're going to call icing on this one as well. And we'll try that again with 5:54 to go.
So here are the Vipers right now, Keegan, and you're looking at 6 minutes to score 3 goals. Anything in particular you're going to do to try to attack this Sting defense here?
You got to give everything you have. Your season on the line, you got to give everything you've got. Whatever's left in the tank, you pour it all out in these remaining 6 minutes. As here come the Sting the other way. It's Casella. He rips a shot into the glove of Orlando. Freezes it with 5:38 to go. But all those months of hard work, all those regular season games, all those miles traveled, come down to this final under 6 minutes here in the third period. Goalkeeper will come in for the draw. as it's won by the Sting. McFarland's backhand pass will go wide. Down low for Asinelli. He's pressured behind the net. Comes out in front of the Vipers. Bench McFarland's shot gets blocked. Oki can't track it down. McFarland will just have to send it back in deep. Behind the net now. Sting keeping their foot down on the floor. Not letting up and giving the Sting a chance, or the Vipers a chance, to crawl their way back in this one. Under 5 minutes to go. Chipped out into the neutral zone. It's Borgford, the lone goal scorer for this Vipers squad. Looking to piece together a miracle as it's taken away by Casella across the blue line. Casella rips a shot, blocker saved by Orlando. Down low, Baxter Mueller pressuring in the far corner. It's taken out in front. Sting with another opportunity. They score! Just like that, it's a 4-goal game. It's Leighton McCabe. Only 3 goals in the regular season, but an insurance marker here late in the third period for the Sting.
And a great time for Keegan, as if there's ever not a great time to score your 4th goal of the season when it's in the playoffs. The Ice Hawks are up 4-1, the Sting are up 5-1. I think we're looking at our championship matchup tomorrow.
It appears it will be the Sting versus the Ice Hawks tomorrow morning for the championship. Catch that here on Sports Broadcast Solutions. We'll have the call for you right from this rink here in Romeoville. An utter dominant round-robin performance from the Sting. 16 goals for thus far, only 2 goals against. It's been hard for any team to find an answer for this Sting squad. As here come the Vipers once again. Flipped out into the neutral zone. Peterson chasing after it, looking for the hat trick. William Peterson curls back high. Tries to center, unable to connect with the white jersey. Here's Seidman with the puck. Takes it around the net, cuts up the middle, he'll take it himself. Seidman throws it out, circling. Tries to make a nice move. The defenseman down low below the goal line. He puts on the brakes behind the net. Gives it to Kupsak out in front. Set down the length of the ice by Travis Cooper, as they will call icing with 3:10 to go. Sting just 3 minutes away from punching their ticket to the championship game tomorrow morning. Vipers searching for a miracle. Down 4 goals, under 4 minutes to go. Takey tries to take a shot, unable to get it past the bodies of a few Sting members. Cleared out by Taylor. Banked off the boards and into the Sting zone. Calls Kupevich with the puck. He chips it in, he'll go chase it. Battle with Govero in the near corner. Sent out into the neutral zone and taken back into the Sting end. Here come the Sting, buzzing the other way. Shot there from Brookshire, hit a body out front. Kupsak, in with speed, cuts to the middle. Kupsak to the right circle, he'll take a shot, and a nice save by Burley. Kupsak with some, I'd have to guess, unpleasant words with the Sting, with his team trailing by 4, 2:12 to go.
Sure, just some nice, friendly end-of-season banter, talking about summer plans and all that.
These teams won't see each other, for those sticking around next season, for quite some time. Two teams that have battled hard all season long. As we hit under the 2-minute mark here in the third period. Down below the goal line. Taken out to the neutral zone by the Vipers. Backhanded back in. Under 100 seconds to go from a St. Louis Sting championship appearance tomorrow morning. We'll have the call for you here on Sports Broadcast Solutions. Make sure to tune in for it. Sent the length of the ice, icing called with 1:23 to go.
Yeah, the full broadcast schedule for you tomorrow and Championship Sunday. It's not just Super Bowl Sunday, folks. It is Championship Sunday here in Romeoville, as well as around the other locations here in the Chicagoland area. 10 a.m., the Midget U15-16 Red Tier 1. 12:15 Red Tier 2, and the U18 game at 2:30.
McCabe the other way. A nice move by McCabe in and tries to center it. Unable to get that pass across. At the point, it's Land. Land will take a shot. Steered away by Orlando. Behind the net now. Taylor. Back up to the point, out into the neutral zone, Birkenmeyer. Time winding down here in the third period. A championship appearance awaiting for the Sting. 275 miles away from home, a 4-hour drive. And it was worth every second of it. 30 seconds and counting. Into the neutral zone, Maxwell. What a performance in the round robin here by the St. Louis Sting. 15 seconds. 16 goals for, 2 goals against, and that's gonna lead the St. Louis Sting to a championship game appearance. Nothing short of dominance from this St. Louis squad, as they will play for a championship tomorrow morning here in Romeoville. What a game. What a season here from the Sting.
Yeah, certainly. And, you talk about this weekend, the Sting in all 3 games, getting off to some fast starts, being able to hold the hammer down on defense and close the deal. But tomorrow is the biggest step, and they've known that all along. The Sting have not faced the Ice Hawks this weekend. Those 2 teams, the top 2 coming out of the regular season standings. 50 points for the Sting, 45 for the Ice Hawks. Afton was right behind him with 44, but it does appear that Afton is going to be closed out of a potential title game berth due to their 2-0 loss to the Ice Hawks. So again, where it's a nice advantage to have that 1 and 2 seed, even if it's just by a point, coming into this 6-team quasi round robin format where you only play 3 of the 5 other teams. The Sting and the Ice Hawks able to avoid each other, and now they will avoid each other no more, as we're going to see them at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning.
They'll have their toughest matchup tomorrow morning, as you mentioned. Goal scorers in this one, McFarland opened it in the first period. Braxton Borgford responded for the Vipers to tie it at 1. William Peterson's shorthanded goal ended up being the game-winning goal for the Sting squad. Coulter added another goal for the Sting, and then in the third period, Peterson and McCabe with some insurance makers to lead the Sting to a 5-1 victory here today.
Keegan, any final thoughts on this one, or are you just looking forward to what should be a really fun matchup in this title game tomorrow?
I'm very excited for tomorrow's game to watch this Sting squad take on a tough Ice Hawks squad. Looking forward to being on that call with you. This Sting team, nothing short of dominant this season, and we can't wait for that one, and we hope to see you there. Thanks for tuning in to this broadcast on Sports Broadcast Solutions.